right, great. Okay, good morning, still morning. It's 11:32. We're here for a special meeting of the board. Commissioner Fiedler is online joining us today. And the one item on our agenda is the discussion of the current off-highway vehicle moratorium and the consideration of a potential extension for that. We've got Ann Schneider and Chris Floyd here to give us a little bit of background, but as we all have been through the conversations and work sessions and our last meeting, making a determination on the ordinance revision, staff just, I think, has realized some gaps in the logistics of how that all plays out. And so if you would, Anne.
Sure. Based on the adoption of the ordinance, the motion was to adopt with the amendments as presented by staff, which required us to publish those amendments in the newspaper. And so that triggers an extension to the effective date from 30 days of the publication. And that happens on the 15th of February. And so that then results in an effective date of March 16th. And so keeping with the intent of the moratorium, to have those coincide, both the effective date of the new rules and regulations pursuant to the ordinance, we are asking for an extension of the moratorium to align with that effective date of March 16th. Just to ensure that we're meeting the intent behind placing the moratorium in the first place. So it would just be aligning those, and what precipitated that need is just those changes that we went through in the public hearing. And so we're just meeting our statutory requirement in publication of those amendments.
Okay, great.
Simple, but yeah.
Yeah. Commissioner Fiedler, Commissioner Marcella, any questions for staff regarding? No?
Nope, none for me.
All right.
Nope, none for me either.
Sounds great, and I will just reiterate, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that, I mean, all the existing operators you are still working with and trying to get permitting and information, and that doesn't preclude anyone from continuing that process with you and your department.
That's correct. We're going to be sending out individual emails to each of the operators, just kind of like with the next steps and what needs to be done. We are certainly taking the approach of wanting to shepherd them in through the new regulations, and we can, kind of talk in detail with them about what that means. But we are wanting this to be a collaborative approach to come in under the new regulations and ordinance, and so we're hoping to be able to do that in a very collaborative spirit.
Okay. Sorry, that was March 15th or 16th?
March, if the publication requirement would run through March 16th, so my recommendation would be to extend the moratorium through the 18th, which is a Monday, because the 16th is a Saturday.
Okay.
So,
Did you say that date or the end of March?
well,
that date
I was gonna say, you could do till the end of March, you make it whatever period you want, as long as it's less than 6 months. And so we're just asking for that, to at least cover that 30-day period.
Yeah.
And the abundance of caution, just in case for some, there ends up being a glitch where it does not in fact end up being published on the 15th of this week, perhaps it would be prudent to go in and take it through March 29th, which is the last business day of March.
Okay.
Occasionally things do occur with the Herald when we send in recordings. Usually they're accurate, but that would then cover if something happened and it missed their publication.
Okay.
It has already been sent in. It was sent in last week, so we don't anticipate anything, but really, just to avoid having to do any other special meetings. Yes, that's probably a really good idea.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see any issue with
No.
that March 29th date. Commissioner Fiedler, any questions or problem?
No, that all makes sense. And a little buffer on date sounds good.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to extend our OHV moratorium through March 29th, 2024.
So moved.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
None for me, thank you.
None for me.
Alright, hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Great, thank you,
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
appreciate that, and that's all that's on our agenda, so we will adjourn at 11:37.
Okay.